Welcome to Bond and Bondage Helpline, where we untangle human emotions. No safe word required. I'm Stella Black. Hit the like and subscribe buttons for your weekly glimpse behind the curtain of human behavior. Gentlemen, welcome. I assume you're here because you found yourself tragically ensnared in the barbed wire of modern dating, lost in the jungle of vibes, confused by emojis, and paralyzed by a simple question: is she interested in me? Before we dive into this quagmire, let me remind you, I'm not your therapist, your mom, or your ego fluffer. I'm here with a scalpel for truth and a blunt instrument for your delusions. You're not here for comfort. You're here for clarity. Brutal, surgical clarity. 1. Let's start with a hard truth. Most women aren't interested in you. Statistically, you are not the exception. You're the rule. And the rule is she's not into you, not unless you're doing something to make her interested. And I don't mean flexing your crypto portfolio or explaining what Sigma male means. If every woman you talk to ends up not sure, too busy, or calls you buddy, then guess what? You're not unlucky. You're oblivious. And now, let's rub salt in that wound. There is a reason most women aren't interested in you. It's not because all women are shallow. It's because you are boring, unconfident, and often emotionally underdeveloped. You think watching a motivational YouTube video and doing half a push-up qualifies as personal growth. You complain about being lonely, but spend your evenings doom scrolling, gaming, and avoiding every opportunity to become a more interesting, well-rounded human being. You don't listen, you monologue, you don't flirt, you perform, you don't build connection, you pitch yourself like a desperate startup founder begging for attention, and worst of all, you see women not as people, but as prizes who owe you affection because you showed basic decency. So yes, most women aren't interested because you haven't given them anything to be interested in. The first step to clarity is realizing that women don't owe you interest. You must earn it. Not demand it, not misread it, earn it. 2. Real signs of interest. A field guide for the clueless. Let's walk through the actual signals of romantic interest. Not wishful thinking, not your friend's drunken advice. Reality. A. Initiation. She texts first. She finds reasons to talk to you. She shows up where you are without you dragging her there like a toddler to a dentist. If you're the only one initiating, you are not flirting. You are performing. Stop it. B. Attention. Real eye contact, not the glazed over look she gives spreadsheets. Laughs at your jokes even when they're not funny. Be honest. They're not. Remembers the tiny things you said, what you like, your dog's name, your favorite obscure anime. If she remembers, she cares. If she forgets you exist between replies, she doesn't. C. Proximity and touch. She finds ways to be near you. Light, casual touches on your arm, shoulder, knee, leaning in, not flinching away like you're exhaling garlic in desperation, mirroring your movements. If you cross your legs and she does too, that's subconscious synchronicity. Dilated pupils, playful smirks, or subtle adjustments to her appearance, fixing her hair, lip gloss, posture when you arrive. Turning her body to face you fully. Even in a group setting, if her torso and feet are pointed in your direction, you're the one she's mentally orbiting. Body language is not subtle when you're actually paying attention. The female brain is exceptionally good at signaling interest without saying a word. You, on the other hand, are exceptionally good at ignoring those signals while fantasizing about wedding hashtags. This isn't rocket science. If she wanted to maintain distance, she would. Most women are experts in doing that. Ask any bartender. 3. Mistaking politeness for passion. Some of you interpret "thanks for holding the door" as an invitation to check out the inside of her bedroom. Stop it. Women are raised to be polite, especially to men, because many of you lose your minds when rejected. So yes, she smiled. Yes, she said thank you. No, she doesn't want your number. Politeness is not foreplay. It's social survival. But here's where your confusion gets even more embarrassing. You assume politeness equals attraction because you only act polite toward women you're trying to sleep with. Let's not pretend otherwise. If you're talking to a woman you're not attracted to, odds are you're giving her the emotional equivalent of cold soup, dismissive, distracted, and borderline rude. So, when a woman treats you like a decent human being, not giggling, not touching, just being polite, you short circuit. Because in your limited, libido led experience, women only matter when they're objects of desire, and attention only happens when you want something. Thus, you project. You assume her baseline decency means she's into you because that's how you behave when you're into someone. That's not her problem. That's your broken framework for human interaction. Newsflash: women can be nice to you because they're decent people, not because they want to sleep with you. Learn the difference. Tattoo it on your brain. It will save you from years of cringe-worthy self-delusion. 4. The dead giveaways. She's not interested, that you will still ignore. One word replies, canceling plans repeatedly, delays in texting that lasts longer than a presidential term, tells you about the guy she is interested in, constantly says she's not ready for a relationship until she dates someone else a week later. Avoids being alone with you. Group settings only? That's not a coincidence. Offers to set you up with a friend. You're not the prize, you're the puzzle piece she's trying to relocate. Responds to your compliments with dry, awkward thanks. No blush, no giggle, no, you're sweet. Physically recoils or stiffens when you touch her. Your shoulder graze is not welcome. Looks at her phone during conversations like it's a lifeline and you're the problem. Uses formal language like sir, mister, or even worse, dude. These aren't subtle signs. They're neon lights spelling, I am not interested. You ignore them because they don't fit the fantasy you've built. You are not the exception. You are the backup charger in her emotional purse. 5. Your delusions dissected. Let's review the excuses you cling to like barnacles on a sinking ship. But she laughed at my joke. People laugh out of pity, awkwardness, or because they're nervous. That wasn't a spark. That was social lubrication. She liked my Instagram story. It takes zero point 0.2 seconds and no emotional investment. Don't confuse dopamine for desire. She said she'd hang out sometime. Ah, yes, the scheduling equivalent of go away but leave the door cracked open just in case I get bored. She asked for help moving. Because you're reliable, not desirable. She's not inviting you into her life. She's using your arms to lift a couch. She didn't say no outright. Silence isn't a maybe. Hesitation isn't intrigue. Ambiguity is not affection. It's a polite brush off you refuse to acknowledge. She talks to me about her feelings. Yes, and so does your therapist. That doesn't mean she wants to sleep with you. It means you're the emotional dumpster she's offloading into. She sends me selfies. If she's sending them to 10 people or posting them on public stories, they're not for you. You're just in the blast radius. She didn't block me. Congratulations, she's ignoring you with dignity. Not blocking you is not the same as welcoming your presence. The truth is, you will contort reality into any shape necessary to avoid the pain of rejection, but that pain is also your compass. Follow it towards self-awareness, growth, and eventually a woman who's actually interested. 6. Interest is not cryptic. Women who want you make it obvious. Let me break this down as if I'm explaining it to someone who eats crayons for breakfast. If a woman likes you, actually likes you, she will make it crystal clear, not subtle, not mysterious, not buried in some Da Vinci code of side glances and 3-second pauses. Here are the things she does when she's into you. She responds to your texts fast, like you don't have to wait until the next ice age to hear back. If she wanted to talk to you, she would. Phones are in our hands 95% of the time. If she's not replying, she's choosing not to. She makes plans to see you, not let's hang sometime, but how's Friday at 7? That's initiative, that's real. She touches you, playfully punches your arm, brushes her hand against yours, touches your shoulder when she laughs. If she's avoiding physical contact like you've got the plague, she's not trying to seduce you, she's trying to survive you. She compliments you, not just nice shirt. She notices your haircut, your cologne, your voice, your weird laugh. That's not politeness, that's investment. She tries to impress you, dresses well when she knows she'll see you, mentions her hobbies and strengths. She wants you to like her back, not just be liked by you. She's consistent. Interest doesn't ghost, breadcrumb, or disappear for a week and come back with a, sorry, was just so busy. If she vanishes like Houdini every time you're available, she's not into you. She's into keeping you on the hook. Let me repeat for the folks in the back wearing Axe body spray and fragile hope. Confusion is a no. Ambiguity is a no. Mixed signals are a no. When a woman wants you, you won't need to analyze her texts like they're ancient scrolls. You'll know because she'll show you. Still unclear? Here's the final litmus test. If she treated you the way she is now, and you weren't attracted to her, would you think she was into you? If the answer is no, stop lying to yourself. You're not the lead in a slow burn romance. You're a side character in her life who hasn't left the scene. Understand this, burn it into your neurons, save yourself years of pointless hoping, and move on to someone who actually likes you and knows how to show it. 7. What you should actually be doing. Let's get practical, because clearly vague suggestions like be confident haven't helped you stop DMing baristas. A. Ask directly like a grown man. Stop trying to game it. Stop trying to slide into her life like a passive-aggressive raccoon. Ask her out with words, face-to-face, or clearly over text. Hey, I'd love to take you out for coffee. Want to grab one this week? That's it. Short, clear, direct. If she says yes, great. If she hesitates, delays, or gives you a paragraph about how her dog has trust issues, that's a no. B. Learn to take a no without imploding. This one is critical. Rejection is not an attack. It's a biological, emotional, and psychological mismatch. Nothing more. And you know who gets rejected every damn day? Male birds, sea lions, frogs, peacocks. They sing, dance, puff, strut, build nests out of shiny objects, and still get turned down by the female they're performing for. What do they do after the rejection? They shake it off and try again. No incel Reddit threads, no sulking, just another Tuesday. You are not a delicate Fabergé egg. You're a human being. Handle rejection with grace. Smile. Say, no worries, I appreciate the honesty. Move on. Don't beg. Don't guilt trip. Don't lash out. You wouldn't want someone pressuring your sister into liking them. Extend the same dignity. See, improve yourself for you, not her. You are not a product on Amazon trying to get 5-star reviews from women. You are a person with potential. Hit the gym, not to get abs for Instagram, but to prove to yourself you can show up consistently. Read actual books, not pickup artist garbage, but things that give you depth. Get a hobby that isn't just lifting weights or ranking Marvel movies. Talk to people. Practice listening. Practice asking better questions. Practice being present instead of calculating your next move. Real confidence isn't loud. It's calm, capable, and doesn't hinge on one person's approval. The more you invest in becoming someone you admire, the more likely someone else will want to join you for the ride. The final brutal truth. If you're confused about whether she likes you, she probably doesn't. Interest is simple. Lack of interest is confusing. You're not in a Jane Austen novel. Mixed signals mean not enough interest to be clear. But I get it. Sometimes you're unsure. Sometimes your brain, that anxious mess of ego and hope, refuses to let go. That's where tools come in. Let's talk about something useful, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. No, it's not just for people in crisis. It's for anyone whose mind runs off with irrational narratives, like, she smiled at me, so clearly we're soulmates. CBT exercise number 1, thought record worksheet. Write this down every time you catch yourself spiraling. Situation: she smiled at me at the coffee shop. Automatic thought. She likes me. Emotion. Hopeful, nervous. Evidence. For. She smiled. Evidence against. She smiles at everyone. She's paid to be nice. No follow-up, no number, no continued interest. Balanced thought. She might just be being polite. I won't assume anything unless she expresses clear interest. This trains your brain to confront its own delusions with facts. It's uncomfortable, which means it's working. CBT exercise number 2. The what if drill. Your mind says, what if she liked me but was too shy? Answer it. What if she didn't? What if I'm wrong? What if I waste months on a fantasy? Counter your fantasy with the opposite what if. Break the spell. Fear and hope feed delusion. Neutral reasoning kills it. CBT exercise number 3. Reality testing. Ask a trusted friend, one with social awareness, not your online gaming buddy, to review the situation with you. Would they say she was interested based on what actually happened, or would they tell you you're building castles out of politeness and projection? You need external feedback because your own lens is fogged with insecurity and thirst. CBT isn't magic, but it's a hammer, and your fantasies are drywall. Use it. If she wants you, she'll show you. If she doesn't, she won't. And no amount of wishful thinking, Reddit threads, or mental gymnastics will change that. Move on. There are other women, many of whom are just as tired of games as you are. Find them, respect them. Don't waste time deciphering emojis from women who don't care. Clarity is kind. Confusion is a choice. You're not Sherlock Holmes. You're a grown man looking for love, connection, or maybe just someone to share sushi with on a Friday night. Either way, stop romanticizing ambiguity. Be honest, be brave, and for the love of Freud, stop asking Reddit if she's into you. That's enough for now. Your scars might be on the inside, but scar patches come in all shapes and sizes. Find your patch and protect them with your life. See you soon.